Hello there, it's me, Gale, and this is my buddy Nagito, and today we're going to watch another episode of Miraculous Season 4. Today's episode is Optigami, which gives me a lot of hope, because Optigami is the one I probably have heard the most about, I've seen people write the most about. I try to avoid spoilers for all of these, so I don't know anything about the episode, but I have seen a lot of Reddit posts and comments and all that stuff that just start off with Optigami and then I click away as fast as possible for no spoilers. I'm interested. Obviously Optigami, Kagami brings together that sort of, I don't know if that's gonna be another akumatization for her. I feel like that's excessive because she just had one the second episode in here. So that's only 7 episodes ago. So I don't know if it's gonna be Kagami herself or maybe something to do with her. Maybe it's another person and maybe it's just origami and it has nothing to do with Kagami at all. I don't know, but that's just the first impression I get from the title. And the description is, what would happen if ShadowMoth created a fearsome supervillain while Marinette and Adrian couldn't transform into Ladybug and Cat Noir? Which leads me to believe that this is going to be, that in the picture leads me to believe it's going to be an Alia episode where she takes the reins more as Rena Rouge and saves the day. Maybe Carapace will finally get back in. I mean, if Alia can be Rena Rouge despite her identity being totally revealed to Hawkmoth at the end of season 3, then why not everybody else, right? So we'll see where that goes. We'll see if Alia takes over. But I have high hopes. I hope this is a good one. I hope this is something happens that progresses the plot. I won't say nothing's happened so far, but especially after those first 3 episodes that just hit you with relationship breakup, and then revealing Ladybug to Alia. They haven't really done a lot with that yet, so I'm kind of hoping that they'll get back to it. But yeah, so let's opt to go to this episode. So Optigami did not disappoint. That has probably been one of my favorite episodes this season, just because it's actually, it feels like, this was supposed to happen right after the ending of season 3. It kind of puts together some loose ends. Not perfectly, mind you, but so close. For one, ShadowMoth and I guess she's no longer Mayura. I guess she just stays Natalie now. But they actually use the knowledge that they gained from the season 3 ending where they learned everybody's identities, and they actually put that to use cleverly. It was so cool and so nice to finally see them being smart. Oh great, we know this information. Why don't we use the information to take down the heroes? And they're really close. They get really close. Obviously, it's not gonna work, and I'm kind of sad that it didn't, because I want this plot to progress already. I'm get to the good parts, get to the ending, which will be the only parts that, will be good. Not necessarily. That's a little rough. But they're the parts that everybody's looking forward to, the final catharsis parts. And so I'm kind of if Hawkmoth could reveal who Ladybug was and we could just get this show on the road, I'm down. Let's go. But yeah, it was so nice to see actual plot and intelligent thinking and planning going into it. The fact that they were able to target people and be alright, I know who this person is, all that kind of stuff. Great. Adrian and Marinette almost telling each other their identities, also great. Obviously, I don't think any of us really believed that they would at that moment, but it was really close. Sentimonster, Nino, joining in, it was so close. It's the best plan that ShadowMoth and Natalie or Mayura and whatever iteration they are, it's the best plan that they've ever had, and I'm kind of sad that it didn't work. better for them. They got some information, which is good, which is that Alia is now more important. Almost more important than Cat Noir, some would say. But yeah, Alia is now more important to Ladybug and clearly knows more information than the other holders, which is crucial information, which is kind of fun, because I definitely, there needs to be some sort of tragedy, not like a big one. Like, I don't need one of the characters to die or something, nothing drastic, but there needs to be some sort of big loss that isn't just, oh, Master Fu gave up his guardianship. Because that's not really a big loss. Master Fu was never one of the huge characters that everybody loved, and he, like, just loses his memories, but it builds up everybody else enough that you don't really feel the impact of it. You know, like some of these episodes, it's like, oh, Master Fu's not here anymore. It just cuts out the middleman. Now Marinette can just hand out Miraculouses as she sees fit. But we need, like, a real tragedy of, like, Alia can no longer be Rena Rouge, or, like, you know, one of them betrays everybody, or, you know, something like that, so that it's just, like, not just constantly them winning over, you know, kind of the Team Rocket effect. You know, you never feel threatened by Team Rocket because Ash and friends always win and they're kind of pathetic. We don't want that, because this is our big bad villain and we have nothing else to fight. There is no secondary plot other than the romance. Like, it's this. They have to defeat Hawkmoth, and that's the goal. So they really need to keep Hawkmoth dangerous, or ShadowMoth dangerous, and this is how you do it, with plans like this, where they get crafty and they get increasingly closer, and hopefully something happens that's like a big, like a sad thing to happen, like, oh no, it didn't go well for our heroes. But, well, hopefully that comes up somewhat soon. It might be the finale or something, I don't know, but that's kind of the hope that this brings forward, is that they're actually going to go into this plot and actually build up the danger of ShadowMoth and Mayora, and have them be more intelligent rather than just kind of throwing out whatever fits. Unfortunately, it is another reused villain. We have gotten, what, two new villains, and they were just the first two. I'm pretty sure, hasn't everybody else been just a rehash villain over and over again? They're really gunning for it. Oh, other than Zoe, obviously. Other than Zoe, who then just looked like Chloe and Style Queen put together. So not that much variety, but this was definitely my favorite episode so far. This definitely had a lot of the elements that I like about this premise that you can do with the premise. I enjoy that Alia now gets to become a permanent member. My only sadness is I really want Cat Noir to figure it out so he can get super, like, betrayed by this confidentiality, like, this group that Marinette has put together. Her and Alia have been like, yeah, we're best buds, we know everything about each other, I totally trust her. And not you, Cat Noir, because now she has no reason. Now she has no reason not to share her identity with Cat Noir, other than it might be dangerous, but Rena Rouge is now part of the team, and it might be dangerous for her too, you know? Like, she literally has lost all excuses not to tell Cat Noir, and so I'm waiting for that, for that to hit, for that to be the crux of the episode, and to see what happens, because that'll be exciting. That'll be something new and fun to play around with. So yeah, overall, I really liked this episode. I thought it was really good. And now I'm curious, because I really hope they build on it and they don't go back to filler and it's just more and more pressure on them. The only thing that's lacking in this episode is romance. Like, Marinette and Adrian really need to, like, become friends or something, or progress somehow, because that's being left behind. But yeah, no, this one was fun. This one was fun, and I'm looking forward to the next one. So I'll see you guys there. Bye-bye! Hi there, it's the end of the video, my friend. Hit the bell if it was okay, I'm sure I'll make good content someday. I'll play some games or do some drawing, Pokemon and fights with darling, video essays and reviews. I couldn't do it without you, so thanks, like and subscribe.